HiAnime, the world's biggest anime piracy site, attracts further notoriety and new European Commission piracy watch list inclusion. HiAnime, the world's biggest anime pirate site, was
Well, I need to say this, bro. Yeah, this pirate website aimed for the sky. Literally, they aimed for the sky. They just like constantly, like how should I say it? They're just like constantly putting their website on Twitter and everywhere, and people also like copying. Yo, this pirate website is great, great, great. Shut the fuck up, bro. It's a fucking pirate website.
listed in the European Commission's latest counterfeit and piracy watch list document through Torrent Freak. This is the document right here, which highlights websites and physical marketplaces reported by stakeholders as putting up pirated content and counterfeit goods. The Commission says its report doesn't have any legal effects nor commit the Commission to any actions. It acts as a gathering of sites listed by stakeholders. You can read the remarks on HiAnime's entry below. HiAnime, formerly AniWatch 2 and Zoro 2, stakeholders from the audiovisual industry have reported HiAnime for its conclusion in the watch list. HiAnime is reported to be one of the most popular pirate streaming sites globally and understood to be a rebrand of the previous popular sites AniWatch and Zoro. The website provides pirated versions of popular movies and television, particularly anime. HiAnime had a global similar web ranking of 102, industry ranking TV movies and streaming of 4, and received 339 million visits globally in February 2025. Users attempting to access AniWatch redirected to HiAnime in March 2024. Account and watch list records were also transferred over. HiAnime quickly grew in users and debuted on the United States Trade Representative's notorious markets for counterfeit and piracy list in January 2025. According to similar data, HiAnime had an estimate of 124 million visits in April 2025, comparable to the Crunchyroll website 146 million, and significantly down from over 339 million visits in February. So, anyone that thinks that HiAnime is going to be A-okay after this, I think needs to start looking for a different site.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this obviously isn't the end of anime piracy or anything, but when you have a actual pirate site rivaling and even beating Crunchyroll's visits and engagement in terms of viewership some months, I think it really just, it speaks for itself. This will not be allowed to fly much longer, even though this article directly states that this commission that added it to the list, which here's the whole statement here. I'll have this link in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But even though it directly states that this doesn't have any legal effect or commitment to like do any actions against the site, the fact that there is just so much conversation around this and the fact that it's being talked about by multiple countries and this isn't the first time that HiAnime has been mentioned, there's definitely something that's going to happen to this site very soon. I will say though, if there's anything to really take away from this entire segment that's very interesting to me is the actual numbers game. It gives us a good insight into how many people actually use Crunchyroll, but also how many people actually use pirate sites. And we got to remember that, for instance, HiAnime, one of the biggest piracy sites for anime, you know, it's not the only one. There is quite a few other big sites, and I'm not going to name them for very obvious reasons.
Yeah. Bro, that is like the main theme of this like whole piracy thing, bro. Yeah. These people, they thought maybe they thought like, yeah, we need to like share our anime website all over the world. Fuck you, idiots. Why? Do you think you're doing something great? Nah. What you're doing was a terrible thing. It's a fucking piracy for goddamn sake, literally. And you think like people going to like, okay, let it happen? Nah. You're the one who's going to be jailed now because of your fucked up. Yeah, because of your fucked up hair. Hey, literally, like, yeah, literally, bro. They would for the sky while they're doing bad stuff. They would for the sky while they're doing the bad stuff. Literally. Fuck me.
But there's very big sites out there that a lot of people use, and then there's some underground sites. So give or take, there's definitely more people, more millions of people
Yeah.
that are not being accounted for when it comes to these numbers. But you can accurately say in terms of what we get when we, see how many people have, been visiting.
The thing with side was, guys, yeah, the thing with this side was people actually these people, like, yeah, I'm not saying like normal people who watch anime in these sites. I'm literally saying the people who run this site, they constantly go to like Twitter and everywhere. They just like flex. Yo, we getting so many views like Crunchyroll. They literally flex. And there's like so many other creators too. Like, why? Why these people doing that? Please.
Visiting HiAnime and then visiting Crunchyroll, it's very clear that it seems more or less 50-50. It seems like half of the anime community seems to be, watching legally through Crunchyroll, and might be half, maybe even more than half, maybe, that actually pirates their shows. This is a pretty interesting statistic. That's the one takeaway from this entire thing that I do want to mention. However, I do want to showcase something I found pretty funny when I was looking into this topic. So I was looking into the actual stats of HiAnime, like just looking at, search terms and everything, and apparently this is the top search terms associated with HiAnime, by the way. You have, obviously, HiAnime, but then you have Overflow Anime,
Literally, bro. Literally, what?
Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World, and Redo of Hiller Uncensored. I'm gonna make no comment on this. It's just that funny. It is legitimately that funny. So,
Whatever. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I have to say, I genuinely love how a pirate site looks cleaner and more well designed than the official website of a $1 billion company. It's insane. It's insane. Seriously, insane. Serious. Bro, I need to agree on that because I was like pirate website. I edit it my time to time. I'm not saying I watch every time. No, no, no. I watch like time to time. But bro, one thing we need to agree: the pirated websites have one of the cleanest and dopest UIs, bro. Yeah, they have like one of the cleanest and dopest like LLC. I don't even think any website like even YouTube itself is like looks 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 a downgrade compared to this UIs in these pirated webs. Literally, bro. They just like doing something great. Literally, yeah. The one thing I need to agree on that, but still, bro, these high MA people, they aimed for the sky. They literally aimed for the sky, and they are seeing the consequences now. Yeah,